Tonight, the finale of this four-game set between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age of the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Cabrera's there. Throw on to first will take care of Reyes, and that's how we get things started. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, no doubt. One guy that's been struggling a bit is Todd Frazier. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Here's Juan Lagares, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Lays off 1-0. One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And that one is gone! A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
First pitch on its way. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Missed with a breaking ball. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 15 long balls and 49 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. Swung on by Bruce, and he connects with it to right field. But it bends just foul into the second deck. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and the Mets have an early 1-0 lead. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Cespedes. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Hit down the third base line. Frazier is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Here comes the first pitch. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Flores charging in on it. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 1-0. Here's Todd Frazier now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliders in for a strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. This one's down to third. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Travis d'Arnaud comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Flores, base runner at first with 1 out. Got him. So a runner at first with 2 away, and stepping in now the slugging first baseman Adrian Gonzalez. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-1. On, he pops it up, and that's in there, base hit. Throw into third. And he is out at third as he risked trying to run on that left fielder's arm, and this inning is over. Mets leave 1, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Standing in, Rhys Hoskins.
Leading off for the Phillies, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounce towards the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's just 1 for 6. First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
Coming to the plate now, Maikel Franco will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Batting 7, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Now the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Cespedes is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Next for the Mets, Steven Matz. 9-1-2 due up.
Steven Matz.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Number 7, Jose Reyes.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. Oh and 1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
He racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Juan Lagares is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready now, Jorge Alfaro. Batting average for him on the season, standing in the 320s entering action today. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's one down now.
The batter, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. Towards second. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead-off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
First pitch on its way. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jay Bruce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Jay Bruce.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. 2-0 the count to Jay Bruce.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
Well, teams have absolutely been teeing off on him the last couple of games. He gave up 3 bombs last time out, and he's already given up 2 here in the early going. You want your pitchers to be consistent, but not consistently bad.
Here's Todd Frazier now.
Todd Frazier.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. d'Arnaud, a California-born ball player who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The Mets do pick up a run. Now to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good bite to the sinker there as it's chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
Now at the plate, Maikel Franco. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1. Our score remains 2-1. Here's Adrian now. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
First baseman, number 23. Adrian Gonzalez.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1, and it's fouled away. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Coming to the plate now, Steven Matz. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these 2 guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off-speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see two pitchers on point like they are in this one. Run's going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the lineup turns over now for Jose Reyes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jorge Alfaro, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Hit hard to short, scooped up on the backhand. Throw by Reyes is right there for the first down.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
So here now's the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Lagares, but he can't get to it. That's a 1-out hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Mismade it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Flores showing off his range. Oh, but they throw it away at second. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Standing in now, Aaron Altair. He gets it hard on the ground to the left, and that's through into left field for a base hit. In quickly with it is Cespedes, and that'll force the runner to hold on at third base.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Into the box as Asdrubal Cabrera. This is hit softly to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that will bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's 4-2.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan. But when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to the plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right there.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Working for the punch out and the offering. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Digging in once again, Maikel Franco. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First pitch of the at-bat. High and deep to right center. Back goes Lagares at the track, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
The short, hit hard. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. 5 innings complete. Phillies on top, 5-2. Juan Lagares will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First delivery to him on the way. And a sinking fastball that stayed a little high, apparently. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. A breaking ball taken on the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Aaron Nola takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Popped him up. Santana is under it. 1 down.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back in the pitch.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A 2-run homer for Jay Bruce. His 2nd home run of the game. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. In now, Todd Frazier.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
And he'll go to second here. Then it goes to first, and it's not in time.
All I can say about this one is that he must have taken a mental holiday there. Nice throw to second, I guess. Too bad there was no play there, though.
And he just misses with a curveball. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Jason Vargas enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 40, Jason Vargas.
Standing in, Jorge Alfaro. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
First pitch coming, here it is. Weak chopper up the line. Frazier charging this one, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Cesar Hernandez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Hernandez.
Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make him fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. 2 runs on the board after that home run by Odubel Herrera. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and it's now 7-4. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters are on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses, are taking advantage.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
Now batting, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll offer it one and loop it out towards center field. That's in there, base hit. And to score, the runner from second. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Ready once again, Maikel Franco singled home a run in his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner scores from second.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Reyes is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Tommy Hunter is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 40, Tommy Hunter.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
0-1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. David Wright will move out into the on-deck circle now as he'll hit for the pitcher Vargas. 0-1 the count. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Hunter playing here in his age 31 season. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Two out, nobody on. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Rafael Montero gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side, and it ties up Reyes. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Wilson Ramos will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Wilson Ramos.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Ready on 0-2. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Aaron Altair. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Cespedes is going back. Gone! A 2-run home run off the bat of Aaron Altair. 6th home run on the season for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is pulled into right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point. He was able to get a hit.
Stepping in now, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Line toward right center. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one. Cabrera rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they push their lead to 8 now.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
So now Carlos Santana. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 45 home runs now on the campaign as they just continue to pour it on here. Into the box now, Maikel Franco. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Bruce is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Phillies lead it 14-4. Vince Velasquez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
28, Vince Velasquez.
Stepping into the box, Jose Reyes. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Jose Reyes.
In there, no balls and a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Juan Lagares comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. A ball and a strike now. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. One out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. We take a look at our line score here in the 8th. A lot of offense. Already 6 home runs between these two teams, and we may not be done yet. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. Right to Cabrera. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Phillies lead this one 14-4. Digging in, J.P. Crawford. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
0-2, the count to Crawford.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Count remains at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. Fastball right back to the mound. And an unproductive at-bat that time as the runner holds at second with one away now.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Vince Velasquez. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Digging in, Odubel Herrera. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's set and the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a good bounce-back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. We've played 8 full. Phillies on top. Here's Jay Bruce now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And there's ball 1. Popped him up. Cabrera is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
A reminder, while we have a chance, we'll have post-game highlights from Philadelphia immediately following the conclusion of the game. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box, Wilmer Flores. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Phillies have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-4 is the way this one ends. The Philadelphia Phillies put up an incredible 20 hits on the board in this one. Jake Arrieta earns his staff-leading 16th victory of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts.